Hey everyone, I'm D. Walker, and I'm really excited to show you something I've been working on. It's a project called Catalyst, and it's all about using AI to categorize your financial transactions. Honestly, I built it to solve a problem that was personally driving me nuts.
So, let me ask you a question. Have you ever looked at your bank statement and just felt overwhelmed? It's just this long list of cryptic names, random numbers, and you're left scratching your head trying to remember what SQ times merchant XYZ even was. It's a total time sink, right? So frustrating.
Yeah, I was right there with you. I spent way too many hours, wrestling with spreadsheets, trying to manually sort everything, and I just hit a point where I thought, there has got to be a better way to do this. So I decided to build that better way myself.
And that solution is Catalyst. So what is it exactly? Well, think of it as your own personal financial assistant, one that's powered by some pretty smart AI. It automatically, and I mean really accurately, goes through your transactions and figures out what's what, so you can stop playing detective.
All right, so you're probably wondering, how does this whole thing work? Let's dive into the core features, what really makes Catalyst tick.
Okay, first up, the star of the show, the AI-powered categorization. This is the brains of the operation. But for that brain to work, you need a solid foundation, right? That's where the high-performance fast API backend comes in. All that really means is that it's super fast. You upload your file, and boom, you get your results. Then there's the modern and responsive React front end. This is what you actually see and use. It's clean, simple, and works perfectly whether you're on a desktop or your phone. And of course, security is huge. We've got secure key management, so your sensitive information stays, well, secure.
Okay, for all my fellow developers and tech nerds out there, let's pop the hood and take a look at the tech that powers all of this. We're talking about a really modern stack here.
So here's how it all fits together. For the back end, the part that does all the heavy lifting, I went with Python and Fast API. Why? Because they're just rock solid and incredibly fast for processing data like this. On the front end, the part you interact with, it's all built with React, Vite, and Tailwind CSS. That combo lets us have a super snappy and really good-looking user interface. And then, the AI engine. This is the absolute core. It's running on the Google Generative AI SDK.
Yep, you heard that right. The secret sauce here is Google's Gemini AI. And look, this is not just some simple keyword matching. This thing actually understands context. So, for example, when it sees a transaction like Square Cafe Luna, it doesn't get confused. It knows that's probably you grabbing a coffee, not paying for some software. It figures that out and sorts it for you, just like that.
Okay, at this point, you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but it's probably a pain to set up, right? Nope, not at all. Let me show you how you can get this thing up and running in just a few minutes.
Seriously, it's just 3 simple steps. First, you set up the back end. That just means installing a couple of dependencies and adding your Google API key. Easy. Step 2, set up the front end, which is even easier, just installing the dependencies. And finally, step 3, you just run the servers and upload your transaction data. That's it. You are good to go. I'm not kidding. You'll be done before your coffee is even ready.
Oh, and one quick thing to mention. For the front end to work, you'll just need to have Node.js version 16 or higher installed. But hey, if you've done any kind of web development lately, chances are you've already got it.
So, when you put it all together, what does Catalyst really do? It's pretty simple. It takes that chaotic, confusing mess of a bank statement we talked about, and it transforms it. It brings real clarity and intelligence to your financial data. No more guessing games, just actual insight.
All right, let's just zoom out for a second. Let's think about the bigger picture here. What does something like this really mean? Not just for you, but for how we all handle our finances. And really, that's the question I want to leave you with. What if all our financial data was this smart? Catalyst started out as just a personal project to fix my own headache, but I think it points to something much bigger. Just imagine a world where understanding your finances isn't a chore, where it's as easy as just asking a question. That's the kind of future I'm really excited about building. Thanks so much for listening.